Welcome everyone to the 9th edition of Shredfest. I'm Venom, the founder, and basically we're here to raise money for Planned Parenthood. We'll talk about those guys later. Who in the chat is excited for Shredfest 9? Let's hear it. Get those horns in the chat or whatever kind of emotes you've got. Shredfest, for those that don't know, is a 72-hour Twitch festival where everyone, the 72 people who stream 1 hour of their favorite band and then raid the next person on the list. Right, we've got an amazing lineup of incredible musicians, not just guitarists, but bassists as well. It's going to be absolutely incredible. For this special VODCAST, we have an incredible guest lined up, thanks to Napalm Records. So big shout out to them. And we have OLDRAKE from the iconic thrash metal band Evile. And we're going to give you their video straight off the bat so you can get hyped for this. Let's go. Honestly. Holy shit. Everyone in the chat, give it up for OLDRAKE from Evile.
Hello, hello.
And welcome to this special edition of, normally this is Bangers and Beers with Dave And Venom, but this is extra special because we're introducing Shredfest. Let's start off with, can you tell us some details about your musical journey, like where you started, you know, your inspirations, shit like that?
Well, my musical journey actually starts with my dad. So my mum and dad always had music on in the house, like Queen, Led Zeppelin, Deep Purple, Jimi Hendrix. There's actually a portrait of Jimi Hendrix up on my dad's wall still to this day. That's awesome. And then my brother picked up the guitar. He got into Metallica, and I didn't understand it. I was like, why is that man shouted so much on this music? And then when he was out, I'd like sneak in and listen to it and play his guitar, and you know, so it's all my dad and my brother really. And then I went from there, just ruined myself with metal.
And how did Evile come about? What happened with that? Obviously, that's obviously
you say that like it's a bad thing.
No, absolutely
what happened
not.
With that?
What happened with this right here?
What went wrong? Yeah. Our drummer Ben and my brother Matt, the old singer, my brother, they went to school together. They were a bit older than me, and they would jam after school. And I was learning guitar really fast, and I just joined them one time playing Metallica stuff. That's all we could all play. Like I wanted to play like Testament and other stuff, but they were like Metallica.
So did you start as a cover band then?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We started like 99, I think. Just playing the typical Metallica stuff, you know. So in fact, me and my brother Matt used to jam in the garage, so I'd be on drums and he'd be on guitar and just knocking the F out of drums. It was pretty cool.
You can say fuck, it's completely fine. Right.
Fuck. Yeah, from there we just went on to we kind of got bored with covers, so you know, people were clapping at our gigs. It was like, yeah, you're not really clapping us though, are you? You're clapping Metallica.
Yeah.
So it just got a bit old, so we thought, let's write our own shit. So yeah.
So you had a like a break from Evile, and wrote a solo album that me and Dave only just discovered today, and it's and I shit you not, right? Anyone that's in the chat right now, download this immediately on whatever the cool kids use now, Spotify or Apple Music or whatever.
It
is truly
virtuosic.
Yes. Oh, that is a great word, Dave. Well done. Is that you've peaked now? That's it. You can't get better than that.
It's a big word.
It is. But I was like, genuinely, I was like, I've always been impressed by the speed that you play with Evile, and you know, the music you produce, the riffs are absolutely like mind blowing. But I think the solo album was something that was like, wow, this is like, I'm a big fan of like guitarists like George Lynch and Nuno, Steve Vai.
Yes.
And there's like little snippets of that in these songs.
I'm not ashamed to say it's a 100% rip off of Steve Vai and Joe Satriani, because they're my favorite like top tier guitarists. And
I was going to say there's a lot of feel of Satriani in there. And Vai. And
yeah, let's cut to this music so everyone can know like exactly what we're talking about. Get some reference. Wow. So, the thing is, right, I grew up with a lot of different, my dad, like, your musical influence came from your dad and his music. My dad was the same, and I grew up with, like, listening to a lot of classical music. We may have. Who even knows? I'm not going to get into what my mum was doing. Anyway, right, so I was, like, big into, like, my dad's music was mainly classical, and when I listened to that today, it absolutely blew my mind. Like, I love Bach, I love Beethoven, I was into Holst and Chopin. Nice. And listening to a lot of, like, that neoclassical sound was incredible, like, seriously. I think anyone that's not heard that album of Ols, please, honestly, go and download it. It's absolutely amazing.
For me, like, I saw the name of the track and I was pretty sure what I was going to hear.
I laughed when I saw the track name.
Yeah, there's quite a few where you like you're quite sure you know what you're going to hear. Like there's this one. It's I'll Be Back. In brackets, get it?
I love it. I fucking love it.
Just to really put it up, but like I was like definitely going to be neoclassical. Hit it, and it's like hell yeah, and that
did not disappoint.
Not just neoclassical, it was neoclassical, absolutely perfectly spot on with it.
The funny thing, it wasn't actually Bach that inspired it. I wanted to do like a Paganini thing, which is the old violinist. So
yeah,
it should have been called I'll Be Paganini.
Could have made some joke about the old Panini sticker albums.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow! Only old people will get that, Dave. Jesus Christ!
People who traded football stickers in school.
Yeah, I've got swapsies. I've got swapsies.
Shiny.
Need, got. Anyway, that's a bit too niche for most of the people viewing.
Yeah.
There was the Hanvalen, which I'm pretty sure anyone's gonna have a good idea.
You might guess who's behind that.
That's unashamedly my tribute to Eddie Van Halen, because he's just the effing best, or was.
The effing.
And again, it's an absolutely great track as well.
Yeah, the beginning was like 100% like a real heartfelt tribute to Eruption. Yeah. And then it just goes fucking nuts after that. And I love it. I'm old. I'm even older than Dave. I know I don't look it. However,
you do.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Not already. So I was like, really, I like a lot of old metal, and like Van Halen, amazing. And that was a proper tribute to Eddie. I think you did it perfectly. Really, really.
Oh, thank you.
So let's talk about the latest album, Hell Unleashed, where did your influences come from for that? There you go. Plugged. If you haven't got that, if you haven't heard it, get it downloaded. What the shit, Dave? Did you just pass it to each other? You missed an opportunity here.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, you can't. Oh, that was really shit, by the way. I'm not going to lie. That was really shit. So, for anyone that hasn't heard the album, Hell Unleashed, it's on Spotify. It's on everything. So get it downloaded. Give it a listen. I've been listening to it. I will listen to it when it first came out. And I'm a bit of a fucker for, like, not listening to stuff. But this week I've been having it in the car a lot. And it's, like, got me back into, like, listening to it more, if that makes sense. But
cool.
What were your influences behind that? Like, I know there's some movie references or whatever.
I think musically, I was only really listening to Sepultura.
Oh, nice.
And old Sepultura, you know, like Beneath the Remains and Schizophrenia and stuff.
Yeah.
But also stuff like old death metal, like Deicide and Obituary, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of death metal and old deathy thrash in there. So it's just an amalgamation of all that, really. But I wasn't listening to those things to sound like that. It's just it got me in that mood.
Yeah.
Lyrically, yeah, there's some film stuff in there. Like, it's the Thing from 1982, which is my favorite film of all time.
Not the new one.
Not the new one. Fuck the new one.
Yeah.
There isn't a new one.
I'll go on record and say my favourite film ever is RoboCop, but The Thing is up there in my top 10.
Oh my god, I love a bit of RoboCop, but it's not my favourite film. Oh, I might have watched a different version anyway. So, right, so we know that obviously you've been dabbling with a little bit of Twitch. Can you tell us more about what you do? And Dave is going to do a shout out. But tell us about your Twitch channel.
So my Twitch channel just started out as me, because I'm in Evile, just playing Evile songs and whatever. But I have this annoying ability to figure out a tune just in my head. So like if we're watching an advert or a commercial and the tune's playing, my better half is like, "You're learning that, aren't you?" Like, yeah. It's kind of ruined music for me, because whenever a song comes on, I'm learning the riffs in my head, and I take requests of any song in the entire world, so anyone can request anything from Wham to Bob Marley, anything.
That's awesome.
As the song's playing, I'll learn it as it's going, because I have like.
How long does it normally take you to like tune in and go, right, I know this now?
Pretty quick. Like if I get the first couple of riffs and I get the vibe of the song, I'll be able to pick it up as it goes. So I will blow my own trumpet and say, yeah, I'm okay at it.
That was the worst blowing of a trumpet I've ever seen.
All right, I'm good.
So I did ask you earlier about if you have perfect pitch or good relative pitch. You said you had good relative pitch. Is that a part of that? Like having good relative pitch is good for working out sort of like intervals and whatnot.
I think relative pitch is a really useful thing. I only got it because I learned things by ear. So I wouldn't like perfect pitch, because it would be hell for me if I had my musical OCD that I have. But yeah, I can hear a few notes, and I don't know what key it's in because I don't have perfect pitch, but I can find them straight away. I'll know it's like root, fifth, minor second, and I've got it. So
I have no idea what you just said, but
some notes.
I'm a rocksmither. I know nothing.
I've heard it explained in some ways, and like there's certain sort of intervals that I can get. The easy ones, like a fifth, is quite easy to hear, but like the smaller intervals, like I still struggle with.
There's a lot of tricks that I've taught myself. Like Jaws is a minor second, that's one fret. I attribute it to music. Like a fourth is like Mozart, that's a fourth.
Yeah,
and just shit like that.
Wow.
Star Wars is a fifth, isn't it? Like, like.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
no.
Also, that the first that's the same. The first two notes
Sorry,
of
I do
Jurassic
that all
Park.
the time.
That's the fifth. Like.
That was Jurassic
yeah,
Park.
a fifth.
Fuck.
Yeah, a fifth is the easy one to get, but.
So someone in the
damn
chat
it.
just said, "Ew, music theory."
It's true. I know nothing about music theory, as Dave well knows, because he tried to teach me some, and I was like, yeah. I kind of like it's sunk in now, but it took quite a while.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I only
it
know
helps,
a little
but you
bit.
don't need it.
No.
I can share what I know.
Then it's loads. And Dave knows loads about stuff. Right, everything. Like, I pimp him out all the time for shit. Not gonna lie. Like, this is true. You're only laughing because it's right.
Yeah,
Anytime, like, anyone comes to me and goes, "Oh, I'm having trouble with this," I'm like, "Dave, go and speak to Dave. He will
true.
fix it."
He tells people I'm an expert at everything.
Even when I don't even know. Don't even know he's an expert. Just send him Dave's way. So anyone in the chat, if you're wondering, right, got any problems with Rocksmith, just life in general, DM Dave. That is the new slogan.
Anyway.
Right, let's talk about your iconic guitar from Carillion. I think it's a fucking work of art. And can you tell us the story about how you got to, work with them and create something?
It was my friend Ian, who plays in a band called Aborted in America, a death metal band. It was as simple as he posted a picture on Instagram, and I went, "Fuck!" I said, what guitar's that? So I messaged the Carillion guy, Chris, and I said, "Oh, hi, I really like your guitars. How are you?" And it turned out that he was a really big Evile fan, so I was like,
"Oh, winner!"
So yeah, we got talking and we worked out a deal, and the Flying V's, I think they're called Kingslayers.
Yeah, the Kingslayers.
Honestly, it's not because I use the guitar. It's the best guitar I've played. It's just so easy. Everything just flies. And
a flying V even.
It is. I only like playing Flying V's. It's not a snobby thing because I sit in the classical position. I don't have it on my knee. And live, I like the fin to be on my knee as well. So I only play V's exclusively to just be a dick.
Yeah, I will agree with that. I love a good flying V.
Dave has he gets moist over V's, honestly. He loves them.
My 18th birthday, I went into London, Denmark Street. At the time, it used to have a whole bunch of guitar shops. Denmark Street, my 18th birthday, I was looking for a Fender Telecaster. The reason being that I fell in love with that guitar when I took my guitar into a guitar lesson. The teacher said, "Never bring that piece of shit in again. You'll use mine." And it was a Telecaster, and I loved that thing. But I was trying absolutely anything and everything that caught my eye, and I saw the Flying V. I was like, I'll give that a go. I didn't really think that I was gonna like it. I just thought, I'll give it a go. And I tried it, and as you say, because I normally sit in the classical position, it's on my guitar's on my left leg. The way that the way that the Flying V just sort of sits on the inside of my right leg, it just naturally falls into that position, and it just felt like just an extension of myself rather than being an instrument. And so that I walked away that day with that guitar, and that's anyway.
So I've always been it's been weird for me. I used to play from here, from have a guitar resting here, and recently I've noticed that I've actually moved to the classical position because I'm playing more down because I'm getting better. Well, no, not better, less shit. I'm getting less shit, so I'm actually down on the the higher frets now.
I'm getting more shit.
No. So I'm like a little bit I've got a bit of a tingly feeling for a V, me, recently. Don't know what it is. Spending too much time with Dave, I think. But anyway, so tell us more about Carillion and what they do. And
he makes really good guitars.
he does indeed. And they're not cheap for anyone that's like, looking into them, but they are.
You get what you pay for,
handmade.
They look amazing.
Yeah, they do.
I can only dream of what they must feel like to play.
I've just thought as well as this is a Rocksmith stream. I did try Rocksmith quite a few times.
I was going to ask you that,
especially on my Twitch, because I'm colorblind. So
I
was like, right, this isn't working. So I put the colorblind mode on, and it didn't help either.
No.
So I just cannot play Rocksmith. I've played guitar for 25 years, and I can't do it.
Oh,
I've tried and tried, and I suck.
So
when the
Ubisoft,
next
if you're
version
listening,
comes out, when Rocksmith Plus comes out, we know from the beta last year that they did have sort of more customization for colorblind mode. So
so that might be a thing in the future.
Yeah, when Rocksmith Plus does come out, you might have more success with that.
Yeah, because all the colors in the colorblind mode, I understand why they've done them, but I need like black, white, blue, yellow. I need really contrasting ones, whereas I'm just going, well, it might as well just be a 20-string guitar. I don't know.
Amazing. Right.
But yeah, I know more customization was available. I don't know how far it goes, because it's not something that I sort of needed to test myself. But it might be something that will work better for you in the next version.
Cool.
If you care.
I'll try it. Yeah, I do. I would like. It would be cool to do on my stream as well, because like a lot of people like just watching Rocksmith. So,
I mean, but that's weird, because if you can just like listen to a backing track or listen to a song and then just play it, you don't even need Rocksmith.
Nah, I do like auto Rocksmith, I guess.
Zelka's also pointed out that RS mods, using mods, you can actually change the colours individually.
Oh, really?
That might be a thing. We can hook you up with that. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I'll try that. Thank you very much.
Right, let's have a massive nerd out. We're going to talk about nerdy shit, because I'm a nerd. Dave's even more of a nerd. What are your nerdy things that you like to do? Tell us more.
Video games.
Yeah.
Films. Metal.
Metal's kind of not. Metal's kind of cool.
No, it is nerdy.
You're only saying that because that's the sort of thing that you're nerdy in.
All right, Dave. I'm trying to look better. Jesus. Right. So, where was your video games? Where did that start? What was your first console? Mine was an Atari 2600, the wooden piece of shit one.
I can't remember. It was either the Commodore or the Amiga. Yeah, Commodore Amiga or ZX Spectrum. I can't remember. The ones with the tapes that took 8 weeks to load.
Amazing. I loved it.
Mine was the ZX Spectrum Plus 2. It was one of the ones with the tapes, but I believe the Commodore 64 also took tapes. The ZX Spectrum Plus 2 had the tape player built into basically the keyboard and tape player were one thing.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, the Commodore, I believe it was a separate unit for the tapes.
And then everything up to now, like PS1 was just so good. Final Fantasy 7 and Metal Gear Solid.
God. Final Fantasy 7, probably one of my favorite, in my at least top 5 best games of all time.
Yeah, see, I bought my first, the original PlayStation, I bought specifically to play Driver.
Wow.
That was the game I wanted to play, Driver.
That was a cool game. Right, we're gonna talk about like how did your introduction to like your involvement with Guitar Hero 3 start? How did that happen?
Oh, you mean Rock Band?
Was it Rock Band? See, I'm getting my shit
wrong. We might
be
on Guitar Hero 3. I don't know.
I think it might be. Well,
but I think the song Thrasher.
Yeah, Thrasher it was. Yeah.
I think Rock Band got in touch with Earache Records to say, "Can we put this song on the game?" And they did, and it ended up being like the hardest song at the time.
Yeah.
To do. And I couldn't do it on Rock Band.
You heard it here first. Well,
I could do it on hard. I couldn't do it on expert.
Yeah. Right. Well, we're gonna cut to that. So, for reference, enjoy. This is Thrasher.
Kicking as you push, braced for the
Ooh,
wow.
Nice.
It's awesome.
Absolute class. Right, I'll tell you a little story. Oh, well, so we when your Hell Unleashed album came out, I was like, right, I'm gonna learn some Evile. Downloaded a load of tracks. Started playing the first one. I was like, nah, fuck this. No, can't do that. Nah, I'm out. I'm out.
That was my goal.
Right. So, what we wanted to do now is, do you want to talk about what you're up to now? Whether you've got some new music, tours, etc. Give us a lowdown. This is your time.
Yes. So, Hell Unleashed came out last year in April. We've got another album in the works. Actually, to a really extended point. We've got. I emailed some songs to the label today, and yeah, we're just working on the new album. We have a few festivals coming up. We're going to Colombia and Germany,
holy shit,
some other places. But yeah, it's going really good. But we're just concentrating on the next album now. Hopefully, we can record it before the end of the year and get it out early 2023, which is the goal.
Yeah.
So that's literally all we're doing at the moment.
Awesome.
I'm trying to. We've got 2 kids, and I work full time, and trying to fit Evile and Twitch in at the side of that is really difficult. So the album's taken a bit longer than it should have, but it's going good. It's sounding really cool.
I can't wait for it, and I'm sure all the chat, everyone in chat, if you haven't heard of Evile before, download everything they've got. Give them check them out. They're absolutely incredible. And now we're going to talk about our charity. So, Planned Parenthood. They're basically an organization that provide education and support for families, family planning, supporting families that can't afford, the necessities to bring up their child. And we are 100% behind this charity. If you can give just like $1 or $5, honestly, it will make a difference to someone's life. And that is, that is the be all and end all of it. We found it important that we want to really like push this charity for this Shredfest only, because obviously the US government and, all the things that are going on in the US at the moment, and they're trying to defund these kind of organizations, which is absolutely disgusting, if I'm going to be honest. So any support, like monetarily, you can provide will make an absolute massive difference. And we've had our first donor, so thank you, whoever provided that $20. I'm not sure.
That's Hikikomori.
Hikikomori, absolute legend. Thank you so much. It makes a huge difference, and we really want to give this charity our all throughout this whole weekend. So if you can spare any kind of money, please do. All right. Another thank you to Napalm Records. I honestly cannot thank these people enough, especially I can't mention their names, obviously, because they're on stream. But wow, that is awesome. But I can't thank them enough, honestly. They've been so supportive of our community. I've been working closely with them, and we should hopefully get some more amazing guests like all on future VODCASts with me and the other guy, this guy here, Dave, whatever. Oh. That's him there. So thanks to Napalm for that. Stick around for the rest of Shredfest. Enjoy the music that everyone's providing. This is for you. This is for our community. We're all in this together. We're all streamers, and this is the time and the Shredfest was created for supporting each other and little alien friend there. Thank you all for coming on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks, everyone. Give it up in the chat. Put as many emotes as you can in the chat for all from Evile. It has been incredible. And we are going to start Shredfest 9. This is it. We're starting. And we're going to go to Roop. Once he's ready. Yeah, the absolute man. Online? Is he ready? Is he ready to rock?